How y'all doing, everybody? I woke up this morning and the Commanders got BTA. I woke up this morning and now that it comes to my mind, not only did the Commanders get BTA, not only did the Cowboys get BTA, and of course, the Giants, they got BTA. And it's so funny because Dak Prescott was in the MVP conversation. He played himself out, that John. It's funny because Dak and Jalen switched. Now, Jalen Hurts should be a top 3 MVP candidate, and Dak Prescott shouldn't even be in the discussion. Laid an egg against the Broncos. The Commanders went into Arrowhead with high hopes. They thought, all right, maybe we could do something. And I think Dan Quinn had them boys flying around given the circumstance. But you lost to the Bears. You now have back-to-back losses. And I'm looking at this schedule, and the Commanders are 3-5. The Commanders are 3-5. Didn't we tell y'all were going to take a step back this season? Didn't we tell y'all that last season you did not play anybody, didn't play anybody, and this season folks got more tape on Jaden Daniels. They got more tape on this squad, and this defense that y'all got is old as dirt. So we're looking at this. We are saying to ourselves, the Eagles are going to be the first repeat champion in the NFC East in over 21 years. The last time the Eagles or the NFC East had a repeat winner, it was the Eagles in 2004. All we're saying is, Cowboys, Commanders, Giants, stop playing. Dak Prescott MVP candidate. Hey, Jaden Daniels. Hey, actually, is Drake May over Jaden Daniels? Hey, hold up. I was going to draw on the Giants. Jackson Dart, baby. What are we talking about, man? Saquon Barkley, second play of the game? No. Hey, Dak Prescott, 2 picks against the Broncos? No. The Commanders getting cooked by Kareem Hunt, getting cooked by Rashid Rice, getting cooked by a way too old Travis Kelce. Bah, bah, bah. Oh my gosh. This is amazing. I'm going to start doing this more, bro. Like, y'all done messed up. I feel like I know what my parents was feeling when I was a young boy being bad. They had that belt and they had that grin on their face. It's about to get active. Now I know. Because that was a really, really good feeling. So like, comment, subscribe, do all that jazz. The Eagles are in prime position to win the NFC. Here's the thing, right? The Eagles now have an extra week to prepare for the Packers. The Packers are a really good team. Am I scared of them? No. But they got 2 guys. They got Josh Jacobs. They got Tucker Kraft. That's 2 guys. Now, Tucker Kraft has been a top 3 tight end in the game this season. He has been unbelievable, and he is truly, turned to be an elite player in this league. So that's somebody that, whether it's Zach Bond, Jahai Campbell, Nakobe Dean, I would want them matched up with him, but he's going to be a difficult guy to cover there. Ultimately, Vic Fangio has 2 weeks to prepare for Jordan Love, and this Eagles offense with Kevin Patullo, has 2 weeks to prepare for Jeff Hafley. Now, Saquon got a groin. I think he'll be back for that game. And A.J. Brown has the hamstring. I think he'll be back for that game. Adam Schefter reported that he will be back for that game. So things are treading in the right direction for the Eagles, and it's all about maintaining this play. And here's what I'm going to say. If Jalen Hurts walks into Lambeau Field and beats the Packers, what are we talking about? He's the MVP. All right, fine. I'll say it doesn't matter how the game is, but if Jalen Hurts walks into Lambeau Field and he has 3 touchdowns, and he has 0 interceptions, and he plays a nearly flawless game, and the Eagles beat the Packers on their home field. Just know, just know, he should be the MVP. And the only guys that I would say should be MVP over Hurts, or I could hear you if you make that argument, is Jonathan Taylor and Patrick Mahomes. The Patriots and Drake May and them boys, yes, Drake May is balling, but the Patriots haven't played anybody. I mean, they beat the Titans. Like, congratulations, you beat the Titans. You beat the Bills, and that's a good win there, but like, their defense is trash. You end up, what, you're on a 6-game winning streak or 4-game, 5-game winning streak or whatever. Beat the Browns, beat the Saints, beat the Panthers. Like, you're not beating real good teams. So I would like for you to actually play some legit teams. The thing with the Eagles have been battle tested already. They played Baker in his house. They played Mahomes in his house. They were down 19 points against the Rams, and they came back and beat them. So ultimately, I'm trying to figure out what more do you want from the Eagles. They were up against the second pass-ranked defense in the Vikings, and they torched them up. And here is something that I want Eagles fans and the rest of the NFL to know. If the Eagles are 6-2, and in their 8th game this year, that was the first time a running back went over 100 yards, the league is in trouble. You're telling me the Eagles have been winning without the run game being dominant? I was told last season if the run game isn't dominant, Jalen Hurts and this Eagles team cannot win games. So actually, they've been able to throw the ball and lean on their defense while the running game has struggled. And now, going into a bye week, the Eagles are coming off their best game rushing the ball. I would expect them to lean on that 1-2 punch of Saquon and Tank and allow the running game to then lead the Eagles to the end of the season. And now it comes even harder. Now it becomes even harder in the playoffs, especially when you're under center, because now these teams really, really don't know what the Eagles are going to do. You got to think, bro. In that Giants game, second play of the game, how was that play freed up for Saquon Barkley? Well, they brought in a 6th lineman in Fred Johnson, who every time Fred Johnson is in the lineup, good things happen. He was also in the lineup for that deep shot to Devontae Smith in the Vikings game. Well, guess what? The Eagles run the same set, but here's the difference. The Giants, instead of having their safety cheat on the side that Devontae's on and cheat down to stack the box against the run, they play in that too-high safety shell. They play in that too-high safety. So what happens? That leaves more room that if Saquon can just break through that second level, it's just him and a safety. It's over. It's over. And if y'all been on the Instagram page and watching some of the film reviews that we've been doing, it's like, dog, this guy, Saquon Barkley, was this close to getting one of those runs against the Rams. He slipped, and, it didn't work out. But, like, he has been very close to getting those explosive runs, and it finally worked. But it goes to show that this season, the passing game is going to be able to open up the run game. And now teams really don't know what the Eagles are going to do. And the more the Eagles are under center, and there was reports that, like, Jalen Hurts doesn't want to be under center, and he does. I think he'll do whatever is best for the team. Whatever is best. And, hey, look, playing under center obviously helps the team in a lot of ways, and that's what they got to lean on there. So I expect the Eagles to continue to do that. So I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I want to get to the Sixers real quick. The Sixers, they defeated the Magic, and they defeated the Magic. Let me get it right here. I think it was like 122. I think it was 132 to 160. I'm tripping. It was 136 to 124.
And Tyrese Maxey is the MVP, I think, of this league right now. I mean, he's averaging 37 points. The Sixers are 3-0. The Sixers are 3-0. I'm doing all these sports at the same time and got me jumbled up right now. So Maxey had 43 points, got to the line. He was brilliant in the fourth quarter. He had 12 points. I mean, his 3-point shot, his speed off the dribble. I mean, he is truly unguardable. And let me say this about Tyrese Maxey. The Sixers became Tyrese Maxey's team when he called out Embiid for being late to team meetings. It was a report last season that there was a team meeting early on in the season, and Maxey called out Embiid for being late to stuff. It got out. Embiid didn't like that it got out, but it got out. But at that moment, the tide shifted. It was Tyrese Maxey's team. It was Tyrese Maxey's team after that. And this season, it's not even a debate. We already know who the head honcho is. It's Tyrese Maxey. And I talked a lot about VJ Edgecombe, and I think he is even surprising me, who had high hopes for him in the NBA. But Tyrese Maxey is the biggest reason why the Sixers are 3-0. He's been the number one option offensively, and he's delivered every single game. And this is without Embiid last night. This is without Paul George. All I'm saying is Tyrese Maxey has now improved and has ascended to now he's in that superstar category. And that was the jump that we are expecting from Tyrese Maxey, to go from a star to a superstar. And you do that by doing stuff like he's doing right now. So shout out to him. And did you know that the Sixers backcourt of VJ Edgecombe and Tyrese Maxey, they actually have the most points by a backcourt duo in the first 3 games since 1970. My dad and mom weren't even born at that point. I'm letting y'all know this is going to be one of the best backcourts in the NBA. And if you include depth, I mean, this is obviously the best backcourt in the league. You're telling me they got Quentin Grimes off the bench? You're telling me Jared McCain, who was going to win Rookie of the Year, is coming back and he's going to play off the bench? I mean, the Sixers are going to have a damn good bench. And then when Paul George comes back, now it's like this. Pete, when Paul George comes back, he'll probably take Kelly Oubre's spot at the 3. And now if Kelly Oubre's on the bench, you have a bench unit of a Dembona, Jared McCain, Quentin Grimes, Kelly Oubre. Like, that's damn near the Wizards starting 5 right there. Like, I'm just saying, like, that's something that that was essentially the Sixers starting lineup last season. Now that's the bench. That's a big deal. So ultimately, VJ Edgecombe has surprised me, and he is way above schedule. Like, from the first game, he was helping Maxey facilitate the offense. He has been a great playmaker. He's been able to score off the dribble. He's been able to score off the ball as well, making great cuts inside the lane. So VJ Edgecombe being this good this early, now we don't need as much from Paul George. Now, Paul George is still going to have to give the Sixers something. He has to, because he's getting paid all that money. But he doesn't have to be 22-8. All he got to do is be better than Tobias Harris. That's all I'm asking for. Just be better than what Tobias Harris was the last year he was in Philly. And hell, I think even if Paul George gives you the production that Tobias Harris gave us, 16-8, 18-6, 18-7, something like that. If he gives something like that on great efficiency, we're looking at this, and the Sixers are going to be in prime position to be a contender in the East. Like, Daryl Morey did his thing. Daryl Morey did his thing by drafting VJ Edgecombe. I was a huge VJ guy, but VJ on this squad and surprising everybody and becoming an early Rookie of the Year candidate, while also Tyrese Maxey, him ascending to become a superstar. And then you got guys, role players here and there, Quentin Grimes, who was a big player for the Sixers last season when everybody was out. Now you got him off the bench. I look at Quentin Grimes like a Peyton Pritchard. Like off the bench, he's lethal, and he plays starters minutes. So you got a guy like that off the bench. That's amazing. Adem Bona. My one thing with Adem Bona, he got to just tone it down a little bit because he gives up too many fouls. So what I would say with him, hey, brother, let's just go out here and be smart. Be smart and pick your spots. You don't have to just reach for every single thing. His mentality is, I don't want anybody to score on me. And I get it, brother. And I get it. But we still need you later on in the game. You can't be getting 2 fouls in the first quarter, and now we got Andre Drummond in there. And I don't want to disrespect Andre Drummond, but I'm not that confident in Andre Drummond having heavy minutes consistently. I like short spurts from him. I like at the end of the second quarter, the beginning of the beginning of the second quarter, middle of the third quarter, something like that, where you need some rebounds there. But like ultimately, I think that this Sixers squad is in prime position. And VJ Edgecombe, I believe he's the first rookie in NBA history for his first 3 games to average 25, 5, and 5. Like VJ Edgecombe, I think is surprising Daryl Morey. I mean, he surprised Philly, and he surprised me. He surprised me. I don't want him to talk for everybody else. VJ surprised me. I thought he would be nice. I believe that he had Anthony Edwards' potential. I feel like the baseline was Jimmy Butler, but we are seeing a guy that has Jimmy Butler's mentality with Anthony Edwards' athleticism. I don't want to sound crazy, but I'm going to say it. That's Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan has that Jimmy Butler mentality. Jimmy Butler has that Michael Jordan mentality, a flat-out dog. And Anthony Edwards has that MJ athleticism. VJ got both of those things. A lot of times you got one or the other. You're either just a super athletic freak and you don't have that real dog in you, or it's like you have that dog in you, but you're not physically gifted like that. VJ got both. It's only a few guys in the league that they have both. And obviously in the offseason, he was working on his shot, and we have seen it pay dividends this season, and he's going to keep getting better and better. This is only the 3rd game of the season, bruh. What's going to happen in February, in April? I mean, with Cuz 19, what's going to happen when he's 24 years old? Here's the thing. If VJ averages 35% or better from 3, he'll average 23 points per game, 23, 24 points per game. That's just baseline. If he goes over that, let's say like 37, 38, he's going to average 25-plus points a game as a rookie. And there's a gaping hole because there is a really, really big need for another shot creator on this team outside of Tyrese Maxey, and VJ Edgecombe has lived up to that. So I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I cannot wait to continue this Sixers content. We're going to keep going up, and up. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Fly Eagles fly. Go Sixers go. We are out.